Welcome back, Spanish 2 students. You have now graduated up to the Level 2 textbook. This is Unit 1, Lesson 1, Grammar for the Level 2 text. Really quickly, I want to review the direct object pronouns. Those are the me, te, lo, la, nos, los, and las. Just a quick flashback. Direct object pronouns can go before the conjugated verb or after and attached to the second verb or infinitive. Keep in mind that if it shifts the emphasis to the third to last syllable, you'll have to add a written accent. Examples. No voy a hacer la maleta. No voy a hacer la maleta. Remember, ir plus a plus infinitive is talking about future. I am not going to pack the suitcase. In this case, I want to replace the suitcase with a direct object pronoun because suitcase or la maleta is my direct object. So since it is feminine, I'm going to replace it with the direct object pronoun la. So I have two options because I have two verbs, right? Voy is my first verb, hacer is my second verb. So I can have no la voy a hacer or no voy a hacerla. Notice I've attached the la, the direct object pronoun, to the infinitive verb hacer. Since hacerla is really two syllables, we do not need a written accent. Next example, veo al profesor. I see the professor. In this case, our direct object is el profesor. We know that it's masculine because it's al. A plus el makes al. So I'm going to replace el profesor with lo. Since there's only one verb in this sentence, veo, the direct object pronoun will have to come before the verb. Lo veo. I see him. Once again, the direct object pronouns are me, te, lo, la, nos, los, and las. In this unit, we're adding in indirect object pronouns. The indirect object is to or for whom the action is done. Okay, let me say that again. The indirect object is to or for whom the action is done. In this case, I'm finding a pronoun to replace that indirect object. For example, she kicked the ball to me. Verb would be kicked. Your direct object would be the ball. And the indirect object would be me. She kicked the ball to me. Your indirect object pronouns can appear before the conjugated verb or attached to the infinitive if there's a two-verb situation. Examples. No les voy a dar el dinero a Juan y Ana. I'm not going to give the money to Juan and Anna. All right. In this situation, dar is our verb, to give. El dinero is our direct object because what is it that I give? I'm giving the money. Our indirect object would be Juan and Ana, right? To whom am I giving the money? To Juan and Ana. So I'm going to replace el dinero with a direct object pronoun and Juan and Ana with an indirect object pronoun. to come up with no les voy a darlo. I'm not going to give it to them. Les, because there's two people as our indirect object. Another example. Te voy a contar un cuento. Here again is that ir a infinitive. I'm going to tell you a story. All right. So here our main verb is contar, which means to count or tell. Un cuento is a story. That's our direct object. To whom am I going to tell the story? To you. This is our indirect object. So I'm going to replace those with some pronouns. Te lo voy a contar. I'm going to tell it to you. Or voy a contártelo. I'm going to tell it to you. Voy a contártelo. Notice on this last example that your indirect object pronoun is attached to your infinitive, and then your direct object pronoun is attached to the indirect object pronoun. It gets a little confusing, but over time with practice we'll get it. In class I will show you this video. This is Professor Jason explaining the exact same thing. And hopefully it will help to kind of clarify things. You're welcome to click on that and go to that link yourself. Let's see if I can get it to show. If not, not a big deal. We'll just watch it in class. All right. I can't show the link for some reason right now. You can always go to YouTube and Google Professor Jason explains indirect object pronouns.